it's more than a clothing brand. It's actually a whole brand that has to do with motivating people, about elevating, leveling up. I do these videos. I'm actually trying to think of what else I can do to be more creative, but I also work on the video portion of the part. So it's like building brand equity. People actually getting to know the brand besides the clothing part. They just know they know what the backbone of the brand is, the motivation part.
Yeah, it's the brand. It's that mind share, most definitely.
Right.
So who have you looked at like maybe using Instagram influencers?
Definitely. Like I have there's some popular students in my kids. I'm not talking about like popular, like going on in school. Like they're artists, excuse me, and like some of them ride my bus, and they were saying when you get your clothes on, like when you have your clothes, I'll be able to put it out there and let people get it from you. And the person is saying they'll do it free of charge just because they respect my hustle. So
yeah,
for me, I can connect with anybody. I'm really good at that, just talking to people, connecting, building strong relations. So it's really just my plan is just to start off like, because I don't have any money for influencers, just to start off at my school, build it around there, and whatever influencers I can meet that also have to do with what my brand is. Because there are a lot of influencers that do different things. Like you might see some influencers that twerk, or that do other things. But I try to find influencers. I'm trying to find influencers that are geared more towards motivation and just more towards success and all those things.
Yeah.
So it really all goes in sync with elevation. All that brand right there.
Most definitely. I feel you. Do you like who's like some of your? I know you got to be following like some entrepreneurs on Instagram. So like, who's some of your favorite that you like watching?
Gary V for sure. I feel like Gary V just like he just grew some kids. Like I feel like he made kids, like mentally he made some kids that are out here hustling. Like I feel like Gary V is my top guy. Like in a way he really inspired me to get this hustle in me. Like he inspired the hustle inside of me. I already had it inside me. I feel like it's something that's through the bloodline. Like my family, is like a long line of hustlers, and I just had to find it all on my own. But Gary V definitely put a portion of that hustle into me. I feel like Gary V is like my main motivation as of now, I have to say. What about you? Like who really motivates you?
I would have to say like Rich Dad Poor Dad. Because I read, like, I don't read a lot, but when I do read, I read one of his books. He motivates me more on like the wealth creation and the mindset type of influence. But as far as like marketing goes, I would say like Ty Lopez.
Lopez,
my favorite.
Right.
That dude's like making so much bread just selling courses. But yeah, he's probably my favorite. But also, next I want to talk about is what mindset / advice do you say successful entrepreneur or people who want to be entrepreneurs have to adopt, have to take on in order to find their success, find their path, forge their journey? As you said, you have to find yours.
Right. One thing definitely is you have to be perseverant. Like from the start, you have to understand that it can go bad and more than likely will go bad at any single moment. And you have to understand, you have to be able to put that perseverance inside of you that makes you know that when that problem comes, not if, when it comes, that you'll be ready and you won't give up at that point.
Yeah.
If you're really trying to grow something, you're the one that's growing it. So you can choose whether or not to just stop it completely. But if it's something that's bigger than you, then you can't just allow your own emotions to stop it. You have to be able to see who else or what else it can impact, what else it can create. So you definitely have to be perseverant. And I would say to not procrastinate. I procrastinate at times, so it's definitely hard.
I think it happens to all of us.
It happens to everybody, but you definitely have to. Once you set a goal, you have to complete it completely. Just be a person that just finishes something that you start. Yeah. So don't start something and then start something else and then start something else. I learned from that. If you start something else, you'll end up getting confused and tired and end up giving up on all three all at once. So, start something and think about it thoroughly and finish it out. You know what I'm saying? Also, what I would say is be positive. People don't really see the strengths in positivity, but I changed my mindset to being positive and just only thinking positive and hanging around people that are positive. And it's really got me far as like spiritually and just out here. Just me being positive and putting out that energy, I just get to meet all different types of people. Like people just want to talk to me. Like I could just, people see the positivity springing off of me and they talk to me and boom, that's a connection that I never knew. That's an opportunity that I made that I never knew that I could make. So I would say also be focused on whatever it is that you're doing. Focus on that mainly and just let that surround you. Let that surround your mind, your heart. And if you just do that, wherever you go, people will realize it and opportunities will come to you that way. You know, just by being focused on that main goal. Those are some tips that I have, you know, some ideas that I constantly think about.
Okay, most definitely. Positivity, mindset, that's everything, especially when it comes to success on your entrepreneurship journey. I was looking for a book I had. I don't know where it's at, but it was one book I was reading called The Magic of Big Thinking. And like that book is literally, you know, in a sense, a Bible, because it gives you practical strategies and steps on how to, you know, think positively. Because I find myself changing my mindset every day. Because, you know, just because you decide to think positive, it's not like, oh, smooth sailing on out from here. You know, doubt still comes to the door.
Definitely. Always.
Yeah. It's just how do you deal with it? So how do you deal with it when it comes to the door?
When it comes to like the doubts and stuff like that?
Yeah, when it comes in your mind, you're like...
Well, when the doubts come into my mind, I think about me when I first started, like, what did I have in mind? Like, I just start to envision the end result, you know, like, what can happen? And when I see those things, I'd be like, okay, yeah, this is bad. Yeah, you're having this problem. But come on, seriously, these problems right here are minor as to what you can really succeed, as to the amount of impact that you can make. So for me, I take those little hits, you know, I see the doubt and I'd be like, this hurts, this is bad. But then I get persevering, you know, I say, all right, fine. All right, that's no problem. That's a little problem. I'll get around it because I have this end goal, you know. So basically it's faith that keeps me going. You know, if you don't have faith, you won't get anywhere. Like I said this in a video that I just made, having motivation but no faith is like a car with a gas tank on E. It won't get you anywhere. So like faith will drive you all the way to where you need to go. Because once you get hit with those doubts and you get hit with this problem, it's faith, you know, what you believe in. You know, you believe that you can get there. That you having some belief in something, that's what will drive you all the way to the top, you know. Yeah. So you can, like, for instance, you can just be motivated in doing this. You get excited, okay, yes, I'm going to make this money. But then the problems come and you have no faith. You're just motivated. But that problem just makes you unmotivated completely. And that just stops your whole flow. So for me, it's all about having faith and believing in the scalability that I can do it and the impact that I can make. So for me, it all comes down to having faith.
Most definitely. You got to have faith. If you don't have faith, you can't go nowhere. A lot of people, you know, that's the main reason why they stop is because, you know, maybe they had faith, but someone else took away their faith. You know, we were always so influenced by the people around us. Like literally, I just got done writing a paper on this because, you know, it's like we'll have a great idea. I feel like whatever idea you see that's like amazing, you know, I guarantee 10 other people had that idea. It's just those 9 other people let their environment influence them. Right. They never took action, you know, or they took action and then they just stopped because, you know, someone said it was stupid, you know, right. And I feel like, you know, also it's like, you know how they say it's lonely at the top? Because, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, when you're adopting that mindset, 95% of other people don't have that and they're not ready for that. So it is really hard. That's why I like connecting with you guys through these lives because, you know, at the same way you're inspiring people on your Instagram and you're inspiring people, you know, who are watching this live, you know, I get inspired just by listening to you, you know, looking at another man out there hustling too. And I'm like, hey, we're all on this journey. We're all on this path. That's why I created that group chat so we can all motivate each other because we need to be around each other because it's so hard to, you know, keep on going when no one around you is going. You know? Exactly. So you're in the private group chat, right?
Yeah, I'm in it.
All right. So what would you say? Would you say it's beneficial?
I say it's definitely beneficial. You know, you're on there and you're like, you know what you're doing. I'm on there and I have some advice because I already made some mistakes. So it's like there's young people on there, that are just starting. But us, we've already done this, and there are other people that have already done it. So it's like a mix with experience and unexperience. So, we get to give them that knowledge, and that grows them into being smart, making smarter decisions as to how it goes to spend. You get to tell them the prices. They get to find out what price they should put on this product and how they should. Like I had told the group chat about the binder and things like that. So it really does help them on knowing exactly how to sell and how to move correctly when you're in school and things like that. So it's definitely beneficial all the way.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, it's like I'm still trying to help people understand like how important this is and things like that. But I definitely want to see that brand, that elevation come to life. I'm so excited for that.
My artist drew up some designs, like I have some drawn up designs, but I can't really I have a friend that's actually graphically designing. I'll see what he does with it, but he hasn't came up with anything. But really, I just want to have money to put towards the graphic design. But the design that I'm talking about, that my artist drew up, is dope. When you see it, you'll be surprised. But I really have some good ideas in mind as far as the clothing goes.
So have you tried like putting it in Photoshop or Illustrator yet?
A friend that I talked to that's in my class, he's illustrating for me. So, he's actually working. My friend drew up the design, and my friend, he does Illustrator, he's doing it just for free off strength. So I can't really complain about if he does it or not. He offered to do it, but I just have somebody that's doing it in Illustrator for me. So I'll just see how that comes out.
Okay.
But initially, I actually came out with some designs. April, I came out with a person sitting down on an airplane, and it had like elevation on the shirt on the airplane. And the meaning behind it is just to stay elevated, just being elevated. The person sitting on an airplane is representing a person that is elevated. So I came out with that design. But, things happen, financial situations happen, and I had to put it on hold. But I never lost faith. I never lost hope. I knew one day I'll get back to it. So now is the time to get back. Right now will be April 2019.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And it's crazy how I got inspired to start the clothing brand, because I got caught last year. Last year I got caught selling the snacks because I had the duffel bag on me and everything like that. So I was watching videos on how can I sell snacks? How can I come up with money again? I was searching up on YouTube, and there's a video about a person that started a brand in high school. His brand, he said by the end of the year, he made $1,000. And from that was like around March, I was watching that video. And from that moment forward, it inspired me completely. It inspired me to the fact that I started motivating people and doing these videos. That was the starting point. So I watched that video, and I came up with some ideas. Like I started writing down names and names and names, and I came across elevation. So when I came across elevation, I didn't even have a meaning for the brand. I just had a name. Yeah. So I came up with a name, and I was like, what can elevation be about? Because I know in order for a brand to be successful, it has to have meaning behind it. It has to have a story. Yes. And I thought about myself. I say, I'm a positive person. I'm good at motivating people. And I just made that the backbone of the brand of elevation. So that's how elevation became to be. I just came up with the name first, and then I put the meaning behind it afterwards. And then that's how I just continue to keep on going with it. That's what the brand is about. Motivating people, elevating, leveling up, success.
Every day. That's the mindset you got to have. Right. Negativity is coming for you, right?
Yeah.
Most definitely. So I was thinking, you've already sold me on the brand. Like, as soon as you drop those t-shirts, let me know, because I'm copping one, right?
Definitely.
Most definitely. You know what? I think it'd be awesome. I just got this idea, right? You know how you do those like little IG videos, like 30 seconds, 30 seconds to a minute?
No, I do them they're a minute to like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. They vary. I started off doing just a minute, but I do IGTV, so they're like a minute and a half to 3 minutes sometimes.
All right. So look, this is what I was thinking. Wouldn't this be dope? How about I start putting that Monday motivation or like Friday motivation? How about we start like dropping those like for the intro or the outro of my videos, and then you can like tag yourself. I'll like tag you for the Instagram handle.
Elaborate, because it probably sounds interesting, but I probably didn't hear you clearly. Let me hear what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, look, imagine we have like this thing like Monday motivation or Friday motivation, and like or whenever I drop a video, or maybe I don't drop a video, maybe on the days I don't drop a video, I can literally drop your video, right? So that's opening up more more people, exposing your brand to more people. Now they're increasing on your followers on Instagram, and then they'll be ready when it drops. You know what I'm saying? I'm just offering you a platform to get more exposure. That's all I'm saying. Would you be interested in that?
Most definitely, of course. That would be perfect.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to help you out as much as I can.
I would definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, so most definitely we can get that started because, you know, we're the next generation, right?
Right.
And and this is the generation of entrepreneurs. Like, literally, if you look up, I think, like, Generation X, are we X? We're X. I forgot what we're at.
I think we're Z. I don't know. I keep on hearing Zen or something like that. I don't know where it is.
I'm not sure if it's X or Z, but when you look it up, it's like they're the I was reading, it's like they're the generation of entrepreneurs, right? Because, yes, you can go to college if you want to. Like, I don't care. But it's like, we're the generation where we're deciding whether we don't just conform, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Forging our own paths. We're making our own decisions because I feel like so many people are brainwashed to think a certain way. That's why they never get ahead in life. Right. And then they're looking around at 50 and like, man, how did I end up here?
Right. You know? Like the 1950s, it was a rarity to see a person that just wants to go out there and do their own business. Those were the rare people, like the geniuses of our times, you know. Yeah. It was what was the norm was going to college, getting your education, being a doctor, a lawyer, something big like that. Now it's like completely changed to where people are getting these opportunities through social media and other things. Yeah. And now the norm is changing from going to college. You know, it's not changing completely because people are still kind of brainwashed. You know, they learn it all throughout high school, college. But some people are starting to see that you can really start your own business. Like there are kids that are not even teenagers yet that are doing their own businesses that are making money. It's changing now. It's like entrepreneurship is like the new cool, is the new thing to do. So you can definitely see the change happening.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like entrepreneurs. Like you know who Russell Brunson is?
I haven't heard of him.
Okay, so that is somebody you need to search on YouTube immediately after you hop up this video. But Russell Brunson, he's the highest paid speaker ever. He made like $3.2 million in 90 minutes. And so, yeah, his son was like one of their friends. He was like, Dad, I don't understand how one of our friends a doctor and, you know, his job is important. He like saves people's lives. How do you make more money than him? And he's like, well, that doctor can only put so much value, you know, only so much time on one person. I operate on 76,000 people at one time. And, you know, he created this thing called ClickFunnels, and it's like, you know, opposed to people just going onto your website, they create like a funnel where like basically it's like if I talk to you, or I don't really even know how to explain it. You have to look it up.
I know ClickFunnels. I know.
Yeah, ClickFunnels. Yeah, you know, it's pretty dope. Like it works, right?
All right.
So that's his method, and like he makes like company does like 100 million a year, so it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Recently, and like I get so much value off of it, and it's like crazy. And so I might share that to the group chat.
Right, you're right.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you the link and things like that. But hey, it's been like anything else you got to say? You got anything else you would like to like just share?
Well, for anybody that's still listening,
people, like find you, follow you, things like that.
Oh, yeah. So right now I'm only on Instagram. My Instagram is Snyder is Elevated. SNYDERISELEVATED. Snyder is Elevated. And if anybody's listening, just remember, stay elevated, keep pushing, stay positive. Positive is key. Stay persevering, and don't worry about the hard times because the better times are coming. Only if your eyes are open for the opportunities that are around you. That's really all I got to say.
All right. Well, it was amazing having you on here. I felt like I connected with you better, you know, having you on there. Hopefully you did with me too.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's amazing to be able to connect with other people, how valuable that is and how it keeps us motivated. And, you know, I'll see you in the chat, my man.
No problem. All right, bro. Take care.
You too.